Yo, what is up? It is DJGamerBro. Welcome back to a new video. This video is long overdue. It's a setup video. Yeah, the last time I did a setup video was some odd 2 years ago.
Yo, what's up, dogs? I'm DJGamerBro. Sorry, my hair looks like shit. I just...
And at that time of making that video, recording that video, I was living in Europe. Right now, I am living in the United States of America. And my setup has changed quite a lot. You know, I got a job, I made some money, I bought some new equipment, and it is pretty awesome. It is quite the improvement from that last video from my previous setup. And you can probably see it over here somewhere. You can see the setup. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Let me first start off with my room. Obviously, in front of me, there is a mirror, and it slides pretty dope. We got some clothes in there. And we slide it close, just like that. And then it also opens up on this side, blah, 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 whatever. Now, my favorite part of the room is obviously, boom, the chair. This is where I sit. Oh, I'm sorry, I just blocked the camera. I sit here all the time. If we move all my school supplies and clothes off of it, and just shove that in the corner, right? And we sit down on it. Really comfy chair. The reason why it is my favorite chair and I love it so much is because, let's check down here in the corner. So if you can't see, there's somewhere over here, there is a, this thing. This is a remote and it's attached to the chair, and what we can do is if we press up, we want to press down, then guess what happens? Boom. It reclines, and it's amazing. And it also, it goes back a little bit. I don't know if you can see, I don't know how well you can see that, but the chair actually like moves back, but it also reclines. So we're gonna recline this back, and we're gonna take a little seat and relax, have a look around our room, you know, enjoy our day, just, you know, chillax, take a nap, I don't know, have a drink, I don't know. All right, and now we're gonna fold this in. So yeah, it's a little bit slow, but it's pretty cool, right? So we can just press this back, and it'll recline down. It'll fold in, back. It'll recline up, and it'll fold in. Pretty sweet, huh? Amazing. Yeah, this chair is my favorite chair. It is the most awesome chair in the world. It also belonged to my grandmother when she was alive. Unfortunately, she passed away. Rest in peace to her soul. But when she was alive, this was her favorite chair, and I know why. It is just an amazing chair, and it is my favorite chair of all time at the moment. I don't think there is a better chair. It's just amazing. If it had a cup holder, it'd be pretty cool, but it doesn't. So yeah, that's the best chair in the world, in my opinion. If you know a better chair, I don't know, tweet me or Facebook me, show me it. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to where the magic, and there's no magic that happens on this bed, but this is my bed, and it's pretty messy. I literally just woke up 5 minutes ago. So yeah, there's the door. I won't show you out there because that's nothing. It's boring. Anyway, as you can tell, my room is pretty untidy. We got a football down here. Pretty nice. So just toss that over where we got over there. Over there. We got a basketball too. Got some dirty socks on the floor. My house keys are on the floor as well. So you know that's not really good. We're gonna hang this up here. Now before we move over to this area, we're gonna check out this area. Here's the TV. Pretty small TV, but I can watch TV from my chair or from my bed or that chair over there. I know it's pretty far, but still. It's a small TV, but it, you know, it works. Let me know in the comments if you want me to check out any TV shows. I know I was going to start The Walking Dead, start watching that, but, you know, I'll get to that. And, yeah, I don't know any good TV shows. I usually just watch movies on here. Like I said in my last South Park episode, I really don't watch a lot of TV. But let me know if there's something good on, I don't know, Netflix or whatever. Anyway, now let's just, I don't really want to show you this bit. This is just really dirty. We got cereal from this morning. I had some Lucky Charms, some Minion sweets. They're kind of like candy things. They were from last night. They taste absolutely disgusting. You know, we got Oh, okay. This is interesting. We got Airplane Tycoon 2. My mom gave this to me as a present. And, you know, leave a like and a comment if you want me to play this. You know, have this as some sort of gameplay. Airline Tycoon, not Airplane Tycoon. I'm pretty sure I can't even play it on my computer because it doesn't have a disc CD, but we'll work it out. Anyway, we'll just toss that there. We got some important setup things here. We got some USB drives. You know, I always gotta keep space, so there's USB drive number 1. Here's USB drive number 2, and USB drive number 3, and this is interesting enough. This is what for my camera from my GoPro, which I'll show later. This is what connects to the computer, so I can get footage off that. This is actually really important stuff, including this. This connects my computer to a TV. So I don't know why it's over here, because theoretically, you know, I wouldn't have ever found that under that mess. That is practically gone. That is literally my pile of unimportant shit, so it's not meant to be there, including this thing right here, which is my 1 terabyte hard drive. I have a 1 terabyte hard drive, and I have a 500 gigabyte hard drive, along with the USB drives. This is not a snake. This is a hoodie string. This actually goes on my hoodie over here. I don't know why it's on the floor. Anyway. Whew, okay, now moving on. We've got a fan. It is hot here, guys. If we look outside, dude, it's like 90 degrees outside. I swear to God. It is hot. So we obviously gotta keep it cool. That's why we got the water as well. You know, you gotta keep hydrated. But, you know, this is amazing. It's got 3 stages, and it turns, you know, like any normal fan, I guess. Is it turning? Yeah, it's turning. There you go. Anyway, we got some deodorant because I smell like crap. We got wallets because, you know, there's important stuff in here. We got my driver's license and stuff in here. This is a cream for my skin because I get heat rashes easily. That's really not important. Oh, I did not show you this. This is amazing. Let me show you this under the light. This right here, this is what I call a finger condom. So, you ever know those people that when they read books, right, they like lick their finger, they're like, and then they like turn a page on a book? This is kind of meant for that, so you can just easily, if I get a book, right, this is going to be really hard to do one-handed, but it's like, if I were to get a book, I could just easily turn the page just like that. It's kind of hard with one hand, but you get what I mean, right? But I call it a finger condom because it looks like a condom, but it goes on your finger. But yeah, it's gone now. What else is there? But yeah, there's those finger condoms, you know, they're kind of meant to replace the whole thing where you lick your finger and you go, oh, because that's really unhygienic. Anyway, let's get on to the setup. Before we look at the setup, actually, we got a nice painting here of the Brandenburg Tower in Berlin, which I've actually been to. Pretty nice. Actually, I'm gonna go there in about 7 days. So yeah, pretty cool, right? Can't wait for Berlin. Anyway, all right. So it's now time to show you the most important part of my room, which is where all the videos are made, created, edited, recorded, and uploaded, and that is my setup. So in 3, 2, 1. I don't know why I'm doing a countdown. You've already seen it from the mirror. Let me show you my setup, boys. Oh, I just got a notification that my battery is low. My setup. Yup. Pretty cool, huh? I guess. I don't. Anyway. Where do I even begin? Where should I start? How about the computer, right? My computer, that's where all the most of the work happens, I guess. So, seems only appropriate to show you my laptop, even though I have 2, but I prefer this one. So, let's turn this on. It's asleep. Come on. Don't and someone's calling me. Perfect. No. We're just gonna... I'm in the process of recording and I have no time for phone calls. Okay, now, let's move on. The PC. the computer, the laptop. Now, I had a lot of hate. In fact, people were attacking me when I told everyone that I bought a laptop, because everyone was like, "Oh, why'd you buy a laptop? You should have bought a desktop. It's so much better. It's so much more powerful." Let me tell you why I bought a laptop. The reason I bought a laptop is because DJGamerBro, travel all the time. I travel with my dad, I travel with my family, I travel with friends, so it's ideal to have a laptop that I can use on the plane, train, boat, car, etc. and etc. Plus, it's just, this laptop is a beast, right? It just is a beast. It may not be as strong as a desktop, but it is a beast. Let's have a look at the specs, right? So, right here, as you can see, Intel Core i7 processors, quad processors, right? I think it's like the 47790K ones. I don't know. Anyway, and then we also got, so, you know, powerful processors, right? 4 processors, pretty powerful. We also got a little bit of dust here. I don't know. I need to clean my computer anyway. Anyway, NVIDIA GeForce graphics cards, not GTX graphics cards. I was about to say GTX graphics cards, but it's a GeForce 940 graphics card, I think, which is the most powerful graphics card that you can have for a laptop. So it's pretty nice. It's a powerful computer. It's been great for me for gaming. I also use it for editing and thumbnail making and whatnot. And it's been pretty nice. And I use it just to browse the internet sometimes, and it's just worked. It's just worked well. And yeah, and also there's another awesome thing about this computer, and that is its touchscreen. So let's press over here onto, no, not that. But if we press on Google Chrome there, and Google Chrome pops up, we can drag this around a little bit, can make it bigger, we can type in, you can press YouTube, and boom, it all pops up. You see? There you go. And then we can press the X, and boom, it's gone. And also the great part about this is that we can touch Harambe. We can feel him. God, I miss him so much. Anyway, I'm joking. Alright, so that's the PC. I do travel a lot. I am moving as well, so it's just ideal to have a laptop. And when I move back to Europe, I will probably build and buy a desktop on top of this. So then I'll just have the laptop for whenever I travel. So it's ideal. Alright, so along with the touchscreen, I forgot to tell you, but there's also an option with this computer that is pretty dope. As you can see here, it's a 360-degree turning laptop. So not only is it touchscreen, but it can also fold 360 degrees. Now I had to unplug everything in order to demonstrate this, so let me go ahead and do that. Alright, so I don't know how well you can see me. Here's the laptop. I'm going to fold this 360 degrees. Boom. Now, let me bring you over here again. Okay, as you can see, the laptop is now folded. It is now practically a massive iPad, and if we turn it over, we got the keyboard on the other side. So yeah, obviously that's a pretty awesome feature. Honestly, I don't really do that often, purely because I'm scared that I'm gonna like snap the computer. So I rarely ever bend it that much. And plus I rarely ever use it as an iPad anyway, but it is an option that I can use. Also, this computer originally costed $1,100, and it was reduced. It was on sale, actually, of a reduced price of $800. So don't assume that it's a cheap piece of shit, because it is a really good computer, and I'm so happy that I bought it. Okay, so it seems only appropriate to move on to what I'm sitting on, which is my chair. So if we get off this, this is a pretty simple chair. It was in the house when I moved in. Obviously you have to have the swivel chair, and it also rolls. Not much really to that. That's pretty much it. Let's move on to the mouse and keyboard. This mouse, like you saw in the beginning of the video, is a HP mouse. Again, I found it randomly in the house. It's a pretty crappy mouse. I'd imagine it'd be like $5 at Walmart, but it's worked. It hasn't broken. It's worked. The mouse pad as well came with the mouse, and then there's the keyboard. The keyboard is a Dell keyboard, whereas the mouse is a HP mouse. They're both really crappy. This keyboard's really dirty, as is the mouse as well. And I found them in the house in a box somewhere, and I was like, I'll use them. And they've worked out. They haven't broken. They've been pretty good. You're probably wondering, Hey DJGamerBro, why are you using a keyboard that's connected to the laptop that has a keyboard? Well, the reason for that is I'm a very sweaty person. That's why I have the deodorant over there. I really never use this keyboard because I'm worried that my sweat from gaming will rub off the sort of the coating or the lettering on the actual keys themselves, like they have here. As you can see, that A and that S and the D are practically gone. So yeah, and obviously that makes sense because I use WASD the most when I game. So those are the keyboard and the mouse. Also, by the way, before I move on, all the specs to the computer and also all where you can buy the keyboard and whatnot will be in the description. Also where you can buy the computer if you're interested in checking that out. And yeah, so there'll be links and there'll be information on the specs and stuff in the description. Let's move on. Now, the microphone. You've probably seen this. You're probably like, huh, what is this? This is a Blue Yeti microphone. It kind of looks like a metal penis, but it isn't. It's not why I bought it. It's a really good microphone. It's not the Blue Snowball. It's the Blue, the company's Blue, and it's a Yeti. So this is the volume button, and then this is the mute button, and then on the other side we got the gain dial and then the just sound settings and whatnot. One thing I actually do need to add to this setup is a pop filter. If you don't know what a pop filter is, it's pretty much like a black foam thing that you put over the microphone, and what it does is it reduces the emphasis on p. So if I were to be recording and if I were to say like potatoes, it would the p, it would really stick out. So a pop filter gets rid of that, so that when you say something with the letter P in it, it doesn't go p p p, right? And you hear that annoying noise. Anyway, this is connected USB through the computer over there, as is the keyboard and the mouse. They're all connected USB, blah blah blah. This mic is pretty cool. It's worked very well, very clear, pretty good. It's got a nice sound, pretty sturdy. It's made out of like metal and stuff. Anyway, let's move on to the headphones. These headphones I've had for a long ass time. Probably the oldest part of the setup, besides the Mac right there. I've had these for a long time. You've probably seen them in earlier videos. These are, what company are these? These are called Rage Sound Blaster Tactical 3D headphones. These light up on the side when they're connected through USB, which they aren't at the moment. They're connected with an aux cord, and they're pretty comfy. They're pretty good. They're over ear. They're noise canceling. And these headphones used to have a mic that goes into a port right here. That mic I used to use before I got this one. And yeah, I've had them for a long time. Speaking of really long and really old equipment, the oldest part of this setup is probably this Mac, and then that was bought in like a couple years ago, like 4 years ago, whatever. This was bought like 2-3 years ago, the headphones, and then everything else, like the computer was bought last November, the microphone was bought a few weeks after that, the GoPro was bought a few weeks ago, and I don't know about the desk and the keyboard and the mouse. Anyway, speaking of which, yeah, let's move on to the desk. This desk is it's a pretty nice desk. Again, it came with the house when I moved in. Nothing really else we need to say about that. How about we move on, shall we, to another vital part of the setup? All right, this right here is the GoPro Hero Silver 4, or Hero 4 Silver. Right? It's a pretty nice camera. I use it for vlogging and I use it for face cams. I'll be getting into that a little bit. I would use it now, but in fact I'm using my iPhone because I wanted to show this off. As you can see, this is put on a little mini stand here, and it's screwed in with this little screw. As you can see, it kind of attaches through those holes up there, and then they attach onto this, and then there's a hole in there. You might be able to see that. And then there's a little screw. We've got tons of equipment for that down in this little box right here. This, for example, is the selfie stick, which you mount on the back. There's a stand that goes in it, it extends out pretty long, as you can see right there. So yeah, that's the selfie stick. There's that, and then there's also some other stuff. Here's the waterproof case. This is what you'd use if you were going skydiving or if you were diving or whatever. It's a shock mount case, or it's a shockproof case. It's pretty effective, pretty nice, keeps it well protected. That goes there. There's some other stuff. This right here is the chest mount. This is what you wrap around your chest. That's pretty interesting right there. Then we've got this. This is the head mount. In fact, let me demonstrate. Okay, for some reason my phone stopped recording because I ran out of space.
What is that? What is that? Wait.
Anyway, as I was saying, this is the headband, and the GoPro pretty much attaches like that on there, and then it's screwed in with a screw through a hole here. So then there's that. Now we've got some more. We've got some sort of stickers here. They kind of stick onto like helmets and things. And then there's that. This is pretty cool right here. This little dildo device thingy that you're seeing. Let me open the bag if I can do that one-handed. Can I do that one-handed? Yes! Freaking skills. There we go. Oh, I think I lost the... Oh, no, I didn't. This right here looks pretty weird, huh? So pretty much what it is you attach the GoPro into that, and then what it is, it's like a floaty device. So if you're ever swimming with the GoPro, you will never, like, if you lose it or if you drop it, it'll float on the surface of the water if you're swimming. And then what you can do is you can attach this little band to it, and you can attach this, you wrap this around your arm, and it'll never float away from you. So that's pretty nice. We've got some more mounts and things. This thing goes onto like helmets and like bicycle things, and you know, on top of like car hoods and stuff like that. This is a battery charger, or this right here. This is actually a remote. The battery charger for the GoPro is down there, if you can see that right over there. It's kind of like it's the same charger that you'd use for an Android phone. It's similar to that. I don't know how well you can see that, but that pretty much charges the battery for the GoPro. But this right here, this is a remote that is actually charged as well. You charge it up. But this is a remote so that you can turn on and you can record with the GoPro from a few miles away or whatever. I don't know how you can see that. So there's the GoPro charger. Pretty neat. There's also a spare battery in here somewhere that I like to charge in case I go out and I'm vlogging and my first battery dies. I can just quickly switch out the first battery and replace it with the second one. It's pretty neat. So those are all the GoPro mounts. I got that for like 50 bucks, 60 bucks, all that in the case off of Amazon. Again, in the description if you want to check that out. If you have a GoPro yourself, here's another case for the GoPro actually. Oh, here's the spare battery. There's the spare battery, and then we also got a lens cleaning thing. Anyway, so there's all that. I've just made a huge mess. But yeah, that's the GoPro. So pretty much, let me explain what all this does. The GoPro, the keyboard, right? The mouse, the headphones, the microphone, and of course the computer are all used for gaming videos, gaming commentaries. I record on the PC using Fraps. If I can open it up, it should open up in a second. Somewhere on the screen over Harambe. There you go. So I use Fraps to record. I also use OBS. I also use the PC for just Chrome and checking Facebook, email, checking YouTube and stuff. So if I'm recording a video with Fraps, then I've got the audio with the microphone. I'm obviously using the keyboard and the mouse for the gameplay, and then I have the headphones just to listen to the audio. And then if the gameplay has a face cam, then I use the GoPro. I also use the GoPro for vlogging, like I said. And yeah, so that is what all that is used for. And then the Mac, which I'll get into in a second, and this monitor are used for editing. I don't really edit on this computer as much. But yeah, this monitor I think is like 18 inches large. The computer screen for the Lenovo is 17 inches, in case you were wondering. Just to clear that up, now we can move on to the Mac. Probably the most expensive part of my setup. This cost a couple $1,000s. It is really old. Again, it is like the oldest part of my setup along with these headphones. This was bought I think in 2012, and funnily enough, it actually has a broken screen. So let me turn this on if it's asleep. I'm not sure if is it asleep? I think it might be dead. No, I'm gonna have to turn it on. There you go. Look at that, right? So as you can see, it's connected to the monitor. This is what the screen should look like on here. But my mother actually dropped it when while we were traveling, it fell out of her backpack and the screen smashed. So you can see there's a big black just blob on the screen, and then a bunch of lines and black stuff on the side, and like white lines and stuff. And the only part of the screen you can see is literally the bottom left corner right here. So that is incredible. So that is why it is connected to this monitor. We got Cecil the Lion obviously as the wallpaper. That's not Cecil the Lion. If it was, that'd be pretty crazy. But yeah, this right here, like I said, I use the PC, the microphone, the keyboard, the mouse, the GoPro for commentary videos and gameplay videos with the face cam and the microphone and fraps and whatnot. But when I'm done recording a video, I use the Mac. I switch it over with the hard drive, this hard drive here, which is a terabyte hard drive. So when I'm done with recording, I put the recordings on this hard drive, switch it over and move it over to the Mac. And then what I use to edit is a pretty decent software called Premiere Pro at the end there, Adobe Premiere Pro. I also use After Effects and I make intros with that. If you ever need an intro for your channel, I do that for for a subscription and for shoutouts and whatnot. And then also Photoshop I use if you need a thumbnail or if you need channel art for your channel and for your video, then I do that as well. Also, when I live stream, again, I use the microphone for audio. I use the face cam, the GoPro, and I also use the PC. I have OBS on here for live streaming. I game on the PC, but I've also got YouTube open or Twitch open so I can look at the chat on this computer. I used to use my phone, but my phone would run out of battery quickly and stuff and it would overheat, so I use the computer instead. Plus it's a nice just having two monitors, even though they're not really connected, they're just two monitors next to each other. Anyway, yeah, so that is pretty much it to my setup. There's nothing more to it. We got some cords. This is really ugly down here. All the cords and stuff, you know, things are dangling and whatnot, and it's just ugly. No one wants to look at that. Anyway, though, that is pretty much it to my setup. Right, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed the setup, I hope you did. Leave a like if you did. Let me know if there's anything I should add to my setup. You can leave a comment below. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you later. Also, actually, before I go, in a couple of days, I will be releasing another video on how I make my videos, how I actually record, and what software on the computer I use, and how I sync everything up, and how I edit and whatnot. So keep an eye out for that. Subscribe if you want to see that, because that is a video coming out soon. Alright, I'm done now. Goodbye. Peace. Adios. Look at this goddamn mess from one video. That is incredible. Yo guys, hi. I know the video has ended, but I'm actually editing this very video, the setup video that you're watching right now at the moment. And I was sitting here and I was thinking, this video is just crazy. A thought came to my head and I was like, wow, this video makes me look like I'm straight ballin', just loaded, right? And that really is just not the case. Please don't have the assumption that I am really, really, really rich from owning and buying all of this fancy ass equipment, not to brag. But half of this stuff came to me easy. For example, the computer here that I'm pointing at, even though I financed it myself, I did get a lot of help from family, friends, not friends, but family as a birthday present. My mother helped me finance it a lot. This microphone was a Christmas present from my mother. This Mac was bought from my mother, and she gave it to me when she dropped it because it was broken, and you know, it's terrible, worst computer ever. So actually I really owe a lot of my setup to my mother, including all the Adobe software and stuff. I have to give credit to my dad for getting that. He got that free from work. So a lot of this, you know, I didn't buy myself. It was all Christmas presents, birthday presents, came to me for free, and was given to me whatever. And also the rest of it, just like the keyboard and the mouse and what I just found in the house that I'm staying at right now. just randomly all over the place. So yeah, I'm not rich af. I'm not like a, you know, millionaire YouTuber. I would say some cliche crap like, oh, I have to thank the subscribers. It's because of you guys that I am able to afford all of this fancy stuff, because you click on the videos and you click on the ads. That's just not true. I mean, I do make money off YouTube, but just nothing near anywhere affordable or livable off of. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, so yeah, just wanted to point that out before the video ended. Speaking of thanking subscribers, I should actually thank you guys though, for real. I haven't done really a 100 subscriber special at all, even though it's way overdue, because even though this video is overdue, that video is way more overdue, because I'm like now on like 200 subscribers and I need to like do that. So yeah, actually that video will come out soon. Anyway, I'm done ranting now. Peace.